Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The throw complete to Dorsett, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero as James White, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here, and the opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll try the air now with...
First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Jackson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 609. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time, Jackson will throw it, escaping the pressure right. And that's hitters. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows?
In the end zone. Result of the play is a safety.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Let's take it inside his own 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Safety creep.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Adrian Phillips, an all-pro as a special teamer last year, in on the tackle.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A reminder, tomorrow night, Monday Night Football to wrap up Week 9, one of the best rivalries around. The Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium. Kickoff 8:15 Eastern. Of course, despite the fact that the clocks rolled back yesterday, make sure to stay up late for that one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Love. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they'll get this well past up just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the fourth. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Flushed out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Down. 10-2 soft. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Ready?
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
After that run for a 1st down, I don't know that confidence can be much higher for an offense. They're doing exactly what they want to do on this drive.
Ready, break. Mike 20. Here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means piece you wear on your wrist, you know, the good stuff. Got to knock other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Love. 4-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. That's the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. final play of the half here. It's Jackson, flush to his right. He'll run it, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So we have, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency.
It got his man complete. It's a gain of 35. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half, and they came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson steps away to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Peterson, and only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be a long day. Everybody, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Okay, double up. Big grip.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Forced out to his left. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Ravens have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's...
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions. It nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it. Couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows what...
And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
We play to win. Let's go.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, That's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now a first down throw. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Well, we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his 3rd season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis, but only 290 yards last year. Patriots want to utilize him more. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Yeah, he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Stepping up, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it's Luck.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Luck. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Luck. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Back to throw. Luck. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. As we saw a lot of points go up in this one, certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Ravens, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,